the Double D Ranch in northern Michigan. We are on a bumpy road. We are on our way to go get some hay for our goats. We ran out of the stuff we had cut this summer, so we need more.
In 1 mile, turn right.
1 mile, we're going to turn right. So anyways, we undershot kind of what we needed for the winter, so because someone can't stop getting goats. So we need more. Hopefully it lasts us until the spring. So let's go do that. So we are all loaded up and we're strapping down and ready to take some yummy goodness back home to the goats. Mr. Perfectionist over there.
I learned this on YouTube.
You did?
I don't remember who it was, but someone did a video on, I think they were from the UK though. They did a strap storage video, and it has worked flawlessly for me since then. All my straps stay nice and organized, and don't come unwound during trips. And I've caught a couple people. I can't go anywhere now. Oh, I gotta do that thing. Yep, I ain't going anywhere. Aren't you supposed to do that when you strap something down? That's the man code.
Yeah. Weirdo.
Some nice hay.
They're gonna love it.
So we may have found a new hay supplier.
Yeah, because we're gonna do things differently next year. We're not gonna have hay cut. They're gonna browse all summer long, and then we'll buy for the winter.
And the rest of the land is gonna be deer habitat.
Mr. Great White Hunter over there.
Not great white hunter, everything. Great
But
white
he's
kind of hunter.
he wants to though. And it's freezing right now. My fingers are frozen. It's like 20 some degrees out. And we got hit with snow hard. The other day we got like, what do you say, like 6 inches of snow?
At least it, yeah.
Yeah. We're supposed to get another 4 tonight. So yay, we love Michigan. All right, you ready?
Hey guys, here on the Double D Ranch, we're getting ready to butcher the last few of our chickens we have. We've got 8 left to do. This time I'm doing it the way I haven't done it. Last time it was we plucked them. Don't have a plucker, so it was a big pain in the butt. Took forever. But this time we're going to skin them and not gut them. Be able to just pull, according to some of the videos I watched, pull cut the feet off, cut the wing tips off. Obviously after you dispatch them, and then we just stick the knife into the belly, under the loose skin below the breast, or at the bottom of the breast, and then peel the skin back. And the videos show it come off pretty easy. So, and then once we have the skin off, then we're going to cut the meat off. We're gonna cut the breast out of it, the tenderloins, the drum and thigh, and then the wings. We're not keeping the wing tips, but we'll do the wings. So that's what's going on here. All right, so I know this looks pretty gruesome, but it's the most humane way that there is to do it. When the chicken's turned upside down and put into the cone, they basically get this sense of euphoria. They kind of pass out. So we put them in the cones, and then we make a slice on the side of their neck, and then we let them bleed out. I won't show that part, but I will show the setup afterwards. It looks gruesome. So if you're squeamish and don't like this kind of stuff, or well, nobody likes this kind of stuff, but just be warned that this is kind of graphic. So, and then the way you tell that the chicken is dead is, after 3-4 minutes, obviously they've bled out, and to know that they are dead, if you touch their eye and there is no movement in their eye, that means that they are dead. So, so here's what we got after I've dispatched 2 of them. Again, it looks pretty gruesome, but that's just part of this lifestyle and raising your own food. So put water in the bucket so it doesn't coagulate, otherwise you'll have chunky blood in there and you won't be able to dump it into your fruit trees. But that's what we got. Next is I'll take these 2 birds and start skinning them. All right, so we've been at it for probably 45 minutes to an hour now. I've got 4 of them done and in the cooler, and then I've got 2 in the cones yet and 2 still waiting to be wrangled and butchered. So I'm gonna flip you around here. I said flip around, well, forget it. So that's what we got so far. That's I'm unable to get the wings and wingtips. I'm having a hard time with this method, so I'm gonna have to do some more learning. But the wings and wingtips didn't have much meat on them anyway. The breasts are real thick, and so are the tenderloins. And then we still got the thighs and drums. So I mean, I'm getting all that out of them. It's quite a bit of meat, considering our last birds, the whole bird was only like 5 pounds, 4.5 to 5 pounds each time we did it, which was gutting and plucking. This time we're not gutting or plucking. It's working out pretty good, so we should yield quite a bit more meat this time. Maybe a little more. I mean, we should have probably not let the birds go as long as we did. They got real big. They were on a high protein diet, so they grew pretty fast, and then they got pretty big, and they were huge. So we won't do that next time. But we've got other than doing what I've been doing, the only other change we made was got some clean buckets of water, and then I've got a garbage bucket here for all the carcasses. So that's the only change I've made. We're doing, I can't get this phone to flip for some reason. The main knives I'm using are this guy right here. He's the one that's cutting the throats and taking off the heads and feet. And then this guy right here is the one I'm using to cut all the meat off of the bird. And then the other ones are just if I need it. So anyway, that's where we're at now. All right, so what we do is I've already took the head off. They bled out in the cone. I got Nicole recording now so you guys can see how I'm getting the meat out of there without plucking them. But what I do is I just take a sharp knife and I go, there's a knuckle on the feet. You go right on the top, get into that knuckle, and go underneath. Foot comes off. We don't do anything with the feet. I guess you can use them for chicken stock. You can use them they're good for your dogs, for joint health. You can make necklaces out of them. Probably make a back scratcher. But we don't do anything with them. So now that I've got the feet off, I've got the head already off. These birds, for some reason, there's not much wing meat on them, so we're just kind of letting that go. I hate to do it, but I can't seem to get the meat out of them. So I'll have to do some more research. So when they don't look very pretty right now, the skin is kind of frozen up. They've been outside and poop and all that stuff. So what I do is I just pinch the skin. Here's the top of the breast, here's the bottom. Pinch the skin, pull up on it, cut a little slit, go in and up. And I just take my 2 fingers on either hand and I just kind of undress them. You pull the skin back, exposing the nice breast meat. And all this is right now it's going to be contaminated and gross just from being exposed to what the elements out here. But it goes in the cooler to cool down, and then once it's all cooled down, I'll bring it in the house. It'll all get rinsed off, trimmed up to make sure that all the nasties are off the meat. So the breasts are exposed, and in here you got the tenderloin underneath and then the breast meat. I do that last. But the leg meat, what I do is I pull the skin back enough to where I can get my fingers underneath of the meat. I don't know if you can see that. So I go underneath of the meat. Right there's my thumb poking back through. And then once I got that hole made, then all I do is I put my finger in there and of course it's gonna give me grief. I pull back and get that meat right off of there, or that skin right off of there. So now that leg is exposed. And then I'll get it a little more exposed here. So that all that leg meat is exposed. We haven't gutted the chicken, haven't done anything, and it's going to be perfectly clean meat coming off of there. Do the same on this side. This is so far the hardest part for me. Well, besides not figuring out how to get that wing meat off there. But like I said, these birds for some reason don't have a lot of wing meat. They have a lot of leg, thigh, and breast meat. The breasts are huge. So then I get my finger in there again. Try to get that skin. And a couple of them I've had to actually cut the skin, relief cut in it, because for some reason, like this one is giving me grief right now. I got my fingers through underneath of there already, but it's hanging up on that knuckle. And here we go. Pull, and it'll slide right off of that knuckle there. So now, other than me getting feathers everywhere, that bird is ready to go. So what I do then, and again, I know this doesn't look very clean, but the meat will get cleaned after I'm done with this part of it. So what I do is I grab them right here on either, I guess you'd call that their knee maybe, and then you pull, and then you pull, and it pops that hip right out of there, and then you just come in and you cut that meat right out. And like I said, I will trim this up later once it's cooled off and in the house. So there is one leg and thigh. Throw it in the cooler. Do the next one. And the cool part that's coming up is the cutting the breast off. If I do it right, I'm able to get the tenderloin separate, and it's actually really neat looking how it separates. I just come in here. Yeah, the last run we did was, like I was saying, was plucked, and we hand plucked them, which was a nightmare. It took forever. So the next time we do that, we'll have probably hopefully a setup with a plucker and a good scalder and everything. But this time, I watched this video on YouTube that showed that you can do this without even gutting, without plucking or anything, and it's showing, or seems to be, a proven method for me. So I come in, there's the breastbone right there, come in about 1/4 of an inch, and just slowly come down, and then bring that in here, will you? Right here. Now I've got the breast meat is coming off. This is the tenderloin. This is the breast meat. So if I take this, come in here, now I'm able to get that breast. I don't want to get that, that's the craw and stuff, and I don't want to puncture that. So you come in here, and I'm no butcher, so I am losing some meat, but I'm learning as I go. And you come in here, run it right down there, and then that is one nice thick breast. And then right here, next to the breastbone, underneath of the breast, say I'm going. You come in here and run the knife along the breastbone, rib cage, say I'm going. And then once I get in here, I just keep following it down the bone, and then eventually we get right along there. And it looks like I'm butchering it, but it actually comes out really nice. And then there's a chicken tenderloin. So I'll trim all that stuff off later. So that's one side, and we'll do this other side, 1/4 inch in. And if you go nice and gently like that, well, I might have missed it on this one. I think I cut into the tenderloin. It's coming out with the breast. Unfortunately, that's happened to me only 2 other times. One bird didn't seem to have any separation. You couldn't tell. So I guess we're gonna have breast and tenderloin with this one. This is my first time, so I'm learning. Simple video watched, and then I think I'm an expert, which I'm not. It's really weird. Maybe I didn't miss the tenderloin. Nope, I didn't. It's just hidden under there. I did miss a little bit of meat here, but...
See, I'm going. You're allergic to chicken, you ding dong.
Go on, Sam. All right, let's see. If I come down that bone, that tenderloin's tiny. Yeah, that ain't even gonna be worth taking off there, and it's got some fibrous stuff in there. I'm not gonna mess with that one. So we got a nice breast, and then that's what's left of the carcass. Those will go out in the woods and work as coyote bait. We'll go way out in the woods so it's away from us, away from our chickens and away from our goats and all that stuff. But that's it. So I got one more in the cone and 2 more yet to dispatch, and then we'll be done and ready to go in the house. We'll pick back up once we're in the house and start separating all the gross stuff off of that meat and getting ready. We're vacuum sealing it. I got a food saver that we're going to use, so we're going to vacuum seal it and put it away, let it freeze, and we got some family that wants it. So all right, that's it.
And you got a peanut gallery.